345 12345. The Cool Hits Sports Network proudly presents Kentucky High School Volleyball on Cool TV. Now let's go courtside for the pregame show on Cool TV. And a pleasant good evening from the campus of Raceland Worthington High School at the Palace. Welcome into the pregame show as we get you set for a dandy here in 16th Region Volleyball as the 5-0 Ashland Volleycats come in with a 3-0 Raceland Rams. This is a rematch of last year's 2022 16th Region semifinals over at Anderson Gymnasium. The Rams raced out to a 2-0 lead. Ashland pushed it to 5, and it went 16-14 favoring the Rams. They made it into the championship with an upset over Ashland on their home court in the first meeting that they had won in 10 consecutive trips. The Rams here tonight, they lost 2 in a row to Ashland in the regular season. They'd like to keep things rolling after a big district win over Russell here earlier on this week on Tuesday. We'll step aside for our first break. We come back, we'll take a look at some lineups. We'll look at the numbers for this matchup and get you ready for what should be a very good volleyball game between two top teams of the 16th Region, Ashland and Raceland. That's as we continue here on the pregame show on Cool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road Greenup has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back here at the Palace as we get you set for Ashland and Raceland in what is sure to be a dandy of a matchup here this evening between two top teams of the 16th region. And again, you're going to hear a lot from these two teams as we move forward. But let's take a look at the visitors on the scoreboard. The Ashland Volleycats 5-0, head coach Jason Clark, and that name should be very familiar to fans in this area. He spent several years here at Raceland back in the mid-20-teens, and his team is rolling off to a 5-0 start this season. And it's been a little bit of everybody up front on the front line, but Kaya Robinson, she is dynamic. She plays above the net, a phenomenal athlete is Kaya. Came back from an ACL injury last year she suffered in basketball season. Is wearing the big brace tonight. You can't miss it. She's got pink shoes and that big yellow brace on her leg, but she is one that she's going to crawl up that net and she'll get her elbow to at the top of it. So when you start looking at a big hitter like her at the net, you certainly have to understand that you can't just send a single block toward her. She's going to draw the double block, and that also opens things up across other positions of when Ashland can attack. They've also got their setter set of Grace Clark that works so well at the net as the setter, and she's also known for those ninja kills. She likes to go on too, and if she sees an opening, it's almost like she has eyes in the back of her head. She'll fire that thing down and try to get that early point as she goes, but she'll control the offense for this Volleycats team. Other team members up front, Sadie Chaffins, Lainey Fannin, and Olivia Hutchinson, each with 20 kills. That trails Kaya's 45. Kaya's second on the team with 8 blocks, Hutchinson with 10. 9 of those are solo. Taking a look at the Raceland Rams under head coach Bill Farley. Did a heck of a run last year, did they do, as they went all the way into the region championship game, falling to the eventual champions of the Boyd County Lions. But several faces back from last year's team. Skylar Brown-Morris has really kind of stepped into that role of being the leader on the front of the net this year. 36 kills for her. Shaylee Holbrook, 26. Gracie Reed just returning on Tuesday after an injury that was suffered in the offseason. She played limited minutes, but another big hitter that they can put up on the front row. Kaylee Braden has been stellar in her first year on the varsity side of things for the Rams. It all goes through Cody Haddix, the setter for the Rams. She is much like Grace Clark. That's like she has eyes in the back of her head, and she does a phenomenal job of moving this offense where it wants to go and getting them in system. And that's the key that I think that I'm going to say my key to the game tonight. Which team can get the other out of system quicker? It's no question that you've got 2 good offensive teams. You've got big hitters on the net. They both serve the ball very well. Coming into the contest, Ashland with 33 service aces in 5 contests. Raceland with 30 in only 3. Cody Haddix with 10 of those. And when she gets on the service line, she can really do some good things. Now, the question is, as I mentioned, who can get the other out of system? And the more important thing is that when your big hitters get stuck on that back row in the rotation, that's when you have to be able to score at the net. And we've seen that through the game of volleyball so many times. You'll see Raceland's big hitter get stuck on a rotation and they're on the back row. Or you see Kai Robinson get stuck on the back row or on the bench out of a rotation, and then you can't get those big swings at the net that you might be able to put down on a normal game. But I'm excited for this one. As soon as I saw this one on the calendar, we certainly circled this one up. A special game tonight as well, as they're playing for Woodsy, for Scott Woods. Woodsy was a special education teacher here at Raceland. I coached with Coach Woodsy, Coach battling cancer. And he is in attendance here tonight, but all the proceeds from tonight's game going to him and his family to continue his battle for cancer. But this one's, and again, as I mentioned, Coach Clark has the connection back to Raceland as he spent so many seasons here as a head coach. He went down into the 15th region and then returned to Ashland this past year in the offseason. So he's excited to be here. I saw him during the JV game, and he was amped up. And I know this one's a big one for him, coming back as a homecoming per se. And it's always big when you come back and you see people that you coached with and fans that were cheering you. Now they're hecklers, okay? And at the end of the day, it's one great big family as it rotates around. But watching Jason right now, he's dancing around. It's like he's getting ready to go out to his junior prom. He looks like he's so nervous. He's dancing around here tonight. But good crowd on hand for this event and for both sides. So this one should be a fun environment to be a part of. Looking at the last 10 contests, as I've mentioned, 9 of those going to Ashland. Last year of the semifinals of the region, Raceland in that phenomenal 5-game match in which the Rams up 2-0, gave up 2 games, and then had to claw themselves back. They were at match point on the losing side of things with Ashland at, I think it was 14-11, and the Rams came all the way back and won that one 16-14. It was a phenomenal atmosphere to be a part of. But as you can see, Ashland has had Raceland's number, and this is a measuring stick right now for Raceland that they would like to be able to take that next step forward that they feel like they did last year and continue to build upon it here with this one. Taking a look at the Rams' upcoming schedule, they've got West Carter in the All-A on Saturday, then East Carter next week with Rose Hill and Boyd County, Fairview and Greenup. We'll have some of those games coming up on Cool TV. Quick peek at the Volley Cats schedule. George Rogers, Clark, Montgomery at Montgomery County, Lincoln County at Montgomery County. Those are on Saturday. Then they got a big district game with Boyd County coming up next week, and then, of course, the matchup with Russell. Good crew on hand with me tonight. I've got 3 of my students here from my media class at Raceland High School, Taylor Heath, Savannah Maxon, and Skylar Gallion. They'll be on the cameras tonight, their first ever game working, so we expect big things from them tonight, but excited to have them along with me. My director tonight is Travis Otworth, his first game with us here on Cool TV, and then our executive producer is Felicia Collier. So we've got National Anthem and our starting lineups to get this one underway. So what we'll do is we'll step aside for our final break, and when we return, we're ready for volleyball here on a good one from the Palace. It's Ashland and Raceland on the Play for Woodsy game, and it's coming at you right after this on Cool TV.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC. We are the home office.
Playing of our national anthem here inside the Palace, and we're ready for volleyball. Between the Ashland Volley Cats 5-0 and the Raceland Rams 3-0. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here tonight on the Play for Woodsy night. So the Volley Cats will be in the maroon jerseys with the black bottoms, Raceland in the gray and orange tops and the black bottoms. So going through the starting lineups and getting things ready to roll. Tomorrow night, big games coming up on high school football. It's going to be hot tomorrow night, and a lot of games have been moved to a later time slot. Some actually even moved over to Saturday when it's supposed to cool down almost 15 to 20 degrees in some places. But we'll have 2 games on Cool TV, East Carter bringing in Rowan County, and then Lewis County bringing in Magoffin County. Both of those on Cool TV. I'll be with Raceland headed down to Letcher County tomorrow evening with an 8 o'clock first or kickoff. And we'll have all that right on the Coolidge Sports Network app. Be sure to visit our website, coolidge1057.com, for all the broadcast schedules. We've also added in several things there. We've got the high school sports banter that Ben Spicer, Spencer Hutchins and myself do each week, where we go through and predict the games of the week and try to keep up with everything that happens through the season. And we've added a statistical section that we're covering for high school soccer, volleyball, and football. And if you go in there and you're looking for your favorite athlete and you don't see them listed and you feel like they do, it's probably because their coach are not reporting their stats to the KHSAA. So we do an update once a week, and once those go in there, you'll see when the date's updated. And so football will usually go in on Monday because we give teams time to get everything worked in. Sometimes by Tuesday we'll double-check. High school soccer and volleyball will roll in there on Sunday or Monday. But check that out. We're keeping a tab through all the teams in the northeastern Kentucky area, and just excited to continue to bring top-notch quality information to all of our fans in the Cool Hit Sports Network. So starting lineups are in the books. We're about ready to get things underway. Ashland will work on the left of your screen, Raceland on the right. As they go through the customary pregame handshake, and we're about ready to get this one underway. And this one, again, as I mentioned so many times, the homecoming for Jason Clark, and he feels probably a little awkward on that other sideline because he was always on the other side of that net. And you know that both teams on this one are fired up. Ashland wants the big win on their coach's former home floor, and, of course, Coach Bill Farley would like to take it to the guy that left a legacy here in his time in Ramland. Plenty of cameras to just absolutely blanket you with coverage here this evening. Ashland has won the coin toss, so they will have the opening service. Across the front lines, Sadie Chaffins, Olivia Hutchinson, and Lainey Fannin. On the back row, Carly Sperry, Grace Clark, and I've got one more player here. I cannot see her number. If she would turn one way or the other, she is literally like sideways, and I cannot see her number. I believe it's number 3, which is Savannah Bachway. For the Rams, Cody Haddix, Shaylee Holbrook, Faith Spurlock. Reed checks out. Mackey comes in as the libero. Skylar Brown-Morris will work on that back row. So we're ready for volleyball here with Ashland's service from Grace Clark. And she'll get things underway, coming right down the pipe here to start this ball game here on the Play for Woodsy game. And we're underway. Brown-Morris from the back row. Here's Haddix near side. Big swing and a dig off the back row by Ashland's libero. Chaffins with a cross-court attack. Brown-Morris picks it from Haddix. Free ball sent over by Mackey, back row. Here's Hutchinson up front with a block. Haddix with a dig. Mackey leaves it near side. Braden tips it over with the left hand, but she can't get it across. And Ashland takes the first point. The Volley Cats open the contest on a good volley to start things off. Deep service. Brown-Morris can't control that one, and that one goes down for an ace. And it's 2-0. Good look there. Grace Clark coming right at you. Morris from the back row sends it all the way back up front. Here's Haddix goes up. That's Rogers. Big swing at the net. A good save. Braden with a backhand sends it across. Chaffins goes deep. There's Morris. Haddix chasing it to her bench. Free ball coming over by the Rams. Clark up front. Hutchinson lobs it across. Hutchinson back row. Nice dig there by Holbrook. Rams got a couple of big swings, but not been able to put one down. Nice dig off the back row by Holbrook. Haddix comes up front to Braden. Blocked at the net on the double block by Chaffins and Hutchinson, and it's 3-0 Ashland. Great volleys to start things off. This one's going to be a war if it continues in this way. Brown-Morris lets that one fly wide. It's a service error. So the first point for the Rams. And Cody Haddix back for the service. And she sends that one deep. 4-1 our score here early on. Laney Fannin for the service. Kaya Robinson checking in out of the rotation now. Raceland trying to control this one. Can't get it across as the error on the Rams make it 5-1. Brown Morris back row now. Haddix on 2. Clark sends it off to Robinson. Robinson with a tip. Near side, Holbrook. She'll fire it across. Here's Clark. Takes it off to Robinson. Robinson climbs up, fires it cross court, and puts it down for the kill. (6-1) Ashland here in set number 1. Laney Fannin. Right down the pipe. There's Mackey, and nobody gets home. That's an ace. 7-1. Volley catch rolling here in set 1. And that one's deep and out of bounds. So the second point of the ball game. Both have come on service errors. And now back for the service for the Rams is Reagan Mackey. Libero for the Rams. Good service. Here's Clark up in the front row. Takes it off to Robinson. Robinson goes up with a big swing, and it's into the stands. (8-2). Brown Morris, who's been stuck on that back row. Here's Haddix on 2. Now they're going to get her on a 2-ball. (9-2) in favor of the Volley Cats, and now Raceland into the net. So 10-2. And Bentley Rogers trying to continue to push this out further. Rechecking in her first action. Clark leaves it near side, and there was nobody home. Trying to get it to Chaffins. So the point to the Rams. All 3 points have come off Ashland errors. And back to the service line, Faith Spurlock. Great look at her there coming down the pipe to you. Clark takes it off to Robinson with a big swing off the double block. Spurlock back row, Haddix near side. Holbrook tips it across. Nice dig by Robinson, free ball over by Chaffins. Haddix leaves it out the back door. There's Reed. Goes across the double block with a tip and puts it down for the point. Gracie Reed gets Raceland's first point from an attack. And it's 10-4. Clark scrambling. Leaves it for Chaffins. Now Haddix. Free ball coming over by the Rams by Mackey. Here's Clark back up front. Robinson off the far side. Pin with a dart. You could see that one coming from a mile away. When Kaya goes up and elevates, good things happen on that side of things. So side out, Ashland, 11-4, they lead it here. Spurlock off, and Brenna Wellman checking in for her first action. Sadie Chaffins will go back to the service line for the Volley Cats, leading by 7 here in set 1. From that far side corner, Wellman back row to Haddix. Here's Reed off the near side pin with a dart. Was it tipped? We'll say no. It's an attack error by Reed. Point Ashland, and the lead is 8. And that service is deep. So the point to the Rams, they side out. Shaylee Holbrook back to work. Clark up front. Here's Robinson, near side pin through the block. There's Haddix. Mackey scrambling, brings it near side to Reed. Reed with a push. Now Robinson far side with a big tip. Reed with a free ball and can't get it across. Raceland kind of got caught in between where they wanted to go with that ball. So the service goes back to the Kittens. Robinson comes off. On is Carly Sperry. 8-point lead for the Volley Cats here in set one. And Sperry jumps off the bench and throws down an ace. Now threatening to push this to a 10-point lead early on. And she's got back-to-back aces off the bench. And Raceland's going to burn a timeout. 15-5 early on as take a look there at the Volley Cats huddling up and a big smile there on Jason Clark's face. And he was very ecstatic about, coming back home and being in this contest and stuff. And his girls are playing free right now. On the other side of things, Coach Bill Farley's got to get his girls cool, calm, and collected and get them back into this ball game. Ashland right now hitting at an 85%. 5 aces in the ball game. That'll get things done on just about every single night. So 15-5 is our score. And back to the service line out of the timeouts, Carly Sperry. Here's Wellman out of the back row. It's going to be a free ball by Mackey. Clark with a set. And a big swing up front. We'll say Raceland was in the net. So make it 16-6. As the lead continues to grow here for the Volley Cats in set number one. Haddock scrambling, tries to get it across, and they're going to say they got her on a double hit. Kind of backward as she wanted to push that one up and over. Reed with a swing. Bentley with a pick. Now Clark. Mackey near side, Reed. Reed with a big swing. Blocked at the net, pushes it right back across. Bentley scrambling on the far sideline. And a big swing. Wellman trying to save it. She can't get there, and Olivia Wiley will fire it down for the point. Make it 18-5. Her 13th kill of the season. Reed with a big swing. A nice dig by Sperry on the near sideline. Free ball over to the Rams. Haddock's up front to Brown Morris in her first attack. Joust at the net. Won by the Rams for the moment, but Clark digs it out. Here's Wiley with a big swing out of the back row. Wellman with a diving save on the far side. They'll go back to Wiley with a big swing out of the back row of the Rams. Holbrook. Here's Wiley going back up again. She pushes it near side. A diving save by Mackey. And then her and Gracie Reed get in the same location and can't put it through. 19-5 Volley Cats here in set one. Good service. Reed near side. Haddock's free ball. Wiley up front. Big swing. There's Mackey. Wellman into the net. .15 lead for the Volley Cats here in set one. That's another ace. Sperry jumps off the bench and has been a serving machine. Substitute coming in, Sadie Chaffins comes off. Here's Haddix. Now Reed with a push. Wiley on that far side. Pin finds a corner on the back row for the point. (22-5). Reed near side. Double block dug out at the net. Wiley gets it through. Mackey chasing it back to the baseline. It's a free ball by Brown Morris. Rams left scrambling. Clark up front. And did we get a player in the net? They got it for the Rams, so another Raceland error makes it 23-5. Joust at the net. Clark digs it out. Here's Wiley. Through the double block and puts it down for the point, and it's set point. (24-5) here in set number one. It has been all Ashland from the word go. Early Sperry jumped off the bench and grabbed the service and hasn't given it up. Clark up front. Here's Wiley. Big swing. That one's too deep. The Rams break service. They side out. Still set point for the kids as Gracie Reed goes to work. Free ball sent over, and it's out of bounds. Good service there by Reed. Wiley with a big swing up front. It's too wide. Well, they'll say that the Rams were in the net, and that'll take it to Game 1 in favor of Ashland. Back after this on Cool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup, has been family-owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting healthcare for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Set one in favor of Ashland as they rolled through that one. So now, what kind of moxie can the Rams have to try to claw back into this one? 25-7. Ashland takes set number one, and they were very efficient, 90% on the times that they swung. Sperry with 3 aces along the way. She jumped off the bench and just went to work. So let's see if the Rams can answer here as they'll start things off with a service. There's a tip ball at the net, and putting it through is Shaylee Holbrook for the point. So a soft little touch there at the net for Holbrook. And then a service error on the backside of that by Haddix. And we're even at 1. Grace Clark. Here's Haddix. Near side, Holbrook with a big swing and into the net where the volley catch that time. They'll get that one on Hutchinson. The Rams take the lead. 2-1 as they'll side out. Kaylee Braden. Near side, good job picking that one out. Holbrook, back row. Here's Chaffins. Blocked at the net, but it's out of bounds. And Chaffins will pick up the point on the big swing at the net. We're even at 2. Lainey Fannin. Back row. Here's Clark up front. Takes it off to Robinson with a big swing, and she puts it down as a dart. And Kaya Robinson picks up the point. And Ashland makes it 3-2. Haddix. Attack off the back row. Cody Haddix saying it was tipped. The attack error on the Rams. Or 2 volley cats here in set 2. Chaffins with a big swing. There's Braden out of the back row. Haddix near side. Chaffins from the near side pin. Haddix with a dig from the back row. And then Peyton Mackey can't put it down as she gets stuck at the net at the front of the. And it's 5-2 Ashland. That was a service error. So side out for the Rams. They're down by 2. Brown Morris back in. Spurlock steps off, and Peyton Mackey back for the service. Diving save on the back row there by Rogers. And they'll get a 2-ball on Ashland. And the Rams a point away from evening things here in set 2 at 5. Here's Chafin's out of bounds, fires it all the way across the court. Haddix off to Mackey, and she's blocked at the net by Kaya Robinson. Side out Ashland, 6-4 they lead it in set 2. Bentley Rogers with a service. Big swing by Holbrook, and she sends that one into the second row of the stands in front of me. Robinson from the far side pin. Nice dig from the back row. Haddix. Brown Moore's on a free ball. Clark leaves it back for Robinson. Robinson fires it down. That's into the face of Bill Farley, but it was wide for the error. Now they're going to reverse it and say Raceland was in the net. So our up official, Bill Renzi, overturns the call, so put Sadie Chaffins on the service line. Brown Morris up front with a big swing, and she puts it down for the point. (7-6). Peyton Mackey will go back to the service line for the first time in the ball game. Minna Pittman checking in, her first action. Rams scrambling. It's going to be a free ball by Brown Morris up front. There's Clark. Pushes it off to Robinson. Robinson climbs that ladder and throws a dart past Reagan Mackey for the point. (8-6), and the Volley Cats side out. Robinson off, back in is Sperry. Olivia Wiley checking back in as well. Haddix, near side. Mackey on a free ball. Clark front row, off to Wiley. And Wiley puts it down for a point. She didn't get all of it, but she got enough to drop it in. 9-6, Ashland in front here in set 2, leading 1-0. Carly Sperry. She did the work from the service line on that big run by Ashland back in set number 1. As this one's out of bounds by Harley Braden. And it leads to 4. Now, service error by Carly. 10-7, Skylar Brown Morris back to the service line. Deep service. Clark at the net, and she's across, and she went all the way through. She tried to hold herself up, but couldn't do so. She's trying to tightrope it there at the net, but couldn't stay on her side of the court. So the error gives the Ram the point, and they down by 2. Sperry back row, Clark up front. Big swing there by Bachway. Here's near side Braden with a dart. Back row to Chaffins. Up to the net. The Rams fire it back across, and they got Clark in the net. Now the Rams are down 1. Brown Morris back for the service. Deep service all the way to the back row. Here's Sperry. Free ball over by Clark on a touch. Haddix up front. There's Spurlock. And they'll get Clark on a lift, and we're even at 10. Rams battling here. Brown Morris can't get it up at the net, and point will go down for Ashland, and they lead it by 1, 11-10. I do not have a number 6 on the roster tonight, folks. I apologize, but her name is not on the KHSA roster. I have no idea who it is. Here's Haddix on a joust at the net. Braden sends it over. Here's Hutchinson. Haddix on a free ball. And a touch by Clark as she puts it across for the point. And makes it 12-10. Ollie Harris. Nice save by Haddix. And then Spurlock rolls one across the net. Side out Raceland. Chance to even things at 12. Cody Haddix for the service line. Good service there. Wiley into the face of the net. We're even at 12. Ashland ran away with set 1, 25-7. The Rams trying to even things up and make it the best out of 3. There's Clark at the net, leaves it up, and a big swing and a block at the net as Spurlock and Holbrook goes up and rejects it for the point. (13-12), Rams in front. On the big block there of Hutchinson. Hutchinson pops it across. Spurlock with a dart through the block attempt. And all of a sudden, the Rams have gotten in sequence, and they're in system. 14-12, Rams lead it by 2 here in set 2. Trailing 1-0 in the match. A couple of subs back in as Sadie Chafin's back on the floor. Hutchison, Clark, and Wiley across the front row for the Volley Cats. And now nobody's home as Rogers trying to send it forward, and nobody was able to handle it. So 15-12, largest lead of the match for the Rams. Good service by Haddix. Free ball over by Wiley. Haddix out the back door. Braden pushes it across, and it's out of bounds. Put it down for the point for Braden. And the Rams lead this one by 4. Hutchinson up front on a push. Nice touch there that she saw the opening and finishes for the point on the near side before Mackey can get it up out of the air. They'll side out for the Volley Cats. Grace Clark will go to the service line, and Ashland trails by 3. Mackey backpedaling. Haddix pushes it across, finds a hole. No, it's just wide. Had a good idea, but just could not get it to fall in. And Ashland grabs the point. They trail it by 2. Here's Mackey. Haddix out the back door to Braden. Clark leaves it off to Wiley. Haddix trying to save it. Mackey fires it up. Can the Rams get it across? They can't. Great effort. Just could not find it to put it down. And it's 16-15. And Grace Clark trying to even this one at 16 here in set 2. Mackey a free ball. Here's Clark up front. That's Wiley with a dart. Big save by Mackey up front. Free ball by Haddix. Chafin's near side. Haddix with a push to the back corner, and it's too deep. We're tied at 16 here in set 2. This one has been a roller coaster. Rams led this one by 4. Got steamrolled in set 1. Big block at the net. A nice save by Braden on the far sideline. Here's Wiley backpedaling, pushes it near side. Mackey with a diving save, and it's out of bounds. It goes off of the antenna. Mackey takes a tough spill on the court, and Bill Farley's going to burn a timeout as Ashland on a 5-0 run, and now they lead at 17-16. Big hat tip to my crew here tonight, Taylor Heath, Savannah Maxon, and Skylar Gallion, all three members of my media class here at Raceland Worthington High School. First ever game that they've worked a live production. Just got them in class last Thursday. And asked them, I said, do you want to come out and give it a go tonight? And they're like, yeah, let's do this. And all of them showed up, and they have done a phenomenal job. Some of the pictures you're seeing are just remarkable, what these young ladies are doing. And just a testament of the program that we have here at Raceland Worthington High School. My producer tonight is Travis Otworth, just joining the Cool Hit Sports family this season. And our executive producer is Felicia Collier. Be sure to check our website out, coolhits1057.com. We've got everything over there. The broadcast schedules, statistics, the high school football banter, all kinds of videos and pictures that Ben Spicer's been taking care of. All of that found over at coolhits1057.com, a brand new webpage we put together this summer, and it's a dandy. So out of the timeout, Ashland picks up a point on an error at the front. And all of a sudden, they lead this one by 2. Haddock scrambling, comes near side, Holbrook. Back at the front of the net. Haddock goes to Braden. Far side pin with a point as Braden fires it down for the kill. Side out Raceland. That interrupts a 6-0 run. 18-17. Volley Cats in front. Braden with a service. Clark up front. Chaffins wants to go for the attack. Nice dig there by Haddocks. At the net, a joust. Wiley. Mackey tries to save it and can't get it. Give the point to Olivia Wiley. And a 2-point lead as Ashland sides out and regains the service. Robinson back in as Sperry will come off. Off goes Olivia Wiley. She'll hand it off to Lainey Fannin, and she'll go to the service line. Ashland trying to grab a commanding 2-0 lead here in this best of 5. Haddocks off to the far sideline, and a double block at the net by Robinson and Hutchinson. Picks up the point and pushes the lead out to 3. Now 20-17 here in set 2. Rams scrambling, so it'll be Mackey with a free ball. Clark off to Robinson with a dart as she fires it down with authority and picks up the point. 21-17. Down by 4. And now they lead it by 4. Peyton Mackey had to have her sister save that one. Rams scrambling again. Here's Robinson with a dart, and she fires it through the double block attempt at the net. And Kaya Robinson is heating up. 2 big swings and a big block, and all of a sudden it's a 5-point Ashland lead here in set 2. Clark. Now Robinson with a touch, and that time with the finesse. Finds the soft spot in the Rams defense and just touches it across, and that's something that makes Kaya Robinson so dangerous. She can swing it with the best, but when she hits it hard, it goes down, but she understands that finesse touch at the net, and when she combines those two together, she is so dangerous. Look at Ashland's upcoming schedule. They're on the road this weekend down in Montgomery County with GRC in Lincoln County. They've got a district game with Boyd County next week on Tuesday. And then Russell comes to town on August 31st. For the Ramblers, They'll head to West Carter for the All-A on Saturday. Then East Carter and Rose Hill next week. Boyd County here on the 31st. We'll have that game on Cool TV. And then Fairview and Greenup County. All of our schedules can be found at our website, Coolhits1057.com. Back underway. And a touch over there by Faith Spurlock. That'll break the service. A big point there by the Rams. They trail it by 5. So now Reagan Mackey, a good look from one of our 2 cameras up top from the end zones, and then we've got a camera in the middle. Good service by Mackey. Chapins with a save. Free ball sent over by Rogers. And then Brown Morris at the net for the point. (23-19). Rams need this one in a big way. Robinson from the far side and a laser beam to the court. And a set point for the Volley Cats. And Bentley Rogers for the service. Ball at the face of the net and put it down for Savannah Bachway for the attack and the point. And Ashland leads the match 2-0. Set 3 when we return after this on Cool TV.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC. We are the home office.
Two games to none lead for Ashland as we welcome you back here to the Palace. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight. A big hat tip to my crew, Taylor Heath, Savannah Maxon, and Skylar Gallion, all doing the camera work tonight as members of my Raceland Worthington media crew here at the high school in the media class. And my producer, Travis Otworth, our executive producer, Felicia Collier. Kids trying to go to 6-0 on the season, or Volley Cats, I should say, going to 6-0 on the season. Raceland 3-0 coming into this game. A big district win over Russell on Tuesday night. And, of course, the homecoming for the former skipper here in Ram Land of Jason Clark as his team's trying to pick up straight set wins on this Play for Woodsy game. A game they're playing in, trying to help out Raceland faithful Scott Woods as he goes through his continual battle of cancer. So set 3 underway. Grace Clark for the service for Ashland. Here's Spurlock up front, and a block at the net by Hutchinson. Puts it down for the point. Maddox, near side, and Braden fires through the double block and picks up the point. Side out for Raceland, and Cody Haddix back to the service line. Clark goes across on 2 on that ninja kill attempt. Rams dig it out. Push ball over by Braden, and Ashland can't dig it out at the net. Rams grab a 2-1 lead. Big swing, and on the back row it goes down for Laney Fannin. It evens the set at 2. Fannin will go back to the service line. High school football in full swing for week number 2 next week. 2 games on Cool TV. Lewis and Magoffin, East and Rowan. Check out our schedules at CoolHits1057.com. The Rams with an error. Puts Ashland in front 3-2. Played the regular season twice last year. Ashland won the first 3-0, then 3-1. And the Rams got the one that mattered the most. That that regional semifinal at Ashland, 3-2. Here's Chafin's near side. Free ball sent over by the Volley Cats. Haddix up front. Near side, Holbrook with a big swing. Rogers on the back row, now Clark. Here's Robinson, goes up and tries to put it down, and she can't do so. Put the Rams back in front by 1. You got to think that second set, Raceland really felt like they let one get away, leading that one by 4. And then a great run by the Volley Cats to put that one away. Another error by the Rams. Evens it at 4. So Bentley Rogers back for the service. Haddix on 2. There's Robinson on that far side pin through the double block with a tip, and she'll pick up the point. 5-4 Ashland. And a big swing by Faith Spurlock off that far side of pin. Evens things at 5. Skylar Brown Morris will check back in as Reagan Mackey steps off. Grace Clark asking for a towel. Good look there at Faith. And she'll go to the service line. Ready to get back underway here in set 3, all even at 5. And that's a deep service that goes out of bounds. 6-5 Ashland as they side out. Sadie Chaffins from that far side corner. Haddix up front to Brown Morris. Big swing and a point for Skylar. 6-6 our score. Shaylee Holbrook with a service. Clark with a free ball. Brown Morris back up through the block attempt. Here's Robinson, rises up on that far side and fires it down for another point for Kaya. Seven, 6 Ashland. And Carly Sperry checking in. Sperry took the service back in set 1 and served about 15 straight points. Ashland rolled in that set as Mina Pittman's going to get that one at the net. Push the lead to 2. Ashland took set 1, 25-7, 25-19 in set 2. They lead at 8-6 here in set 3. Good service there by Sperry. Here's Reed. Clark off to Pittman. Nice save there by Mackey. Brown Morris up front with a touch. Clark goes back to Pittman on the far side pin. Blocked. It's on the tape. It's dug out. Chaffins from the pipe. Brown Morris up front. Blocked at the net. Tries to save it. Cody Haddix with a save, but she falls through on the bottom side. And will give Ashland the point. What a heck of a save there by Cody. She could not keep herself on her side of the floor. So the point goes to Ashland and Sperry with a 3-point lead back to the service line. Brown Morris at the net, and they'll get Ashland's Bachway in the net. So side out for the Rams, and it's 9-7. And Gracie Reed just returning from her injury. Played in her first game this year on Tuesday night against Russell in limited time. We've seen her in limited action here. She continues to try to claw her way back into this one. And a big swing by Pittman on that far side picks up a point. And sides out for Ashland as they push the lead back to 3. Peyton Mackey in for Reed. Stay tuned with me after the game. We'll check all the scoring and stats in this one in the post-game show. 10-7 our score. And Holly Harris ready to go to work from the service line. Loading service to the back row. And Brown Morris called for the lift. She knew it as soon as it went up in the air. I could read her facial expressions from up top. So a 4-point lead for Ashland, their largest here in this set. There's Brown Morris up front with a big swing and puts it down for the point. Side out Raceland, they trail by 3. And Brown Morris steps off. Faith Spurlock comes back on. So Reagan Mackey ready to go as soon as they verify that the Rams have the rotation on their substitutions correct. The thumbs up from the far side. Our up official Bill Renzi said let's play. Big swing at the front of the net by Hutchinson as she sends that one into the concourse. Four-point lead once again as Ashland sides out. It's Grace Clark at the service line. Kicks at the net. Lifts that one skyward, but it's out of bounds. Ashland trying to put this one on ice early on in 3 straight. Wellman. Haddix up front near side, Braden. And that hits the antenna as it fires through on the attack error by Braden. And it's 14-8. Haddix with that ninja kill attempt. Ashland picks it out. And then on the near sideline, Ashland puts down a point. I do not have that player on the roster. Here's Spurlock. Sperry from the back row. Pittman on the far side on a free ball. Wellman back row to Haddix. Haddix brings it near sideline, and it's out of bounds. (16-8). Timeout, Raceland. And an emphatic Jason Clark there clapping up his team as he looks to the scoreboard and sees his team's 9 points away from closing out a straight set win here on his former home floor. Good look there in the timeout of the head coach for the Ashland Volley Cats. Coach Bill Farley and his crew there trying to get them motivated. Trying to push this one into set number 4. (16-8). Set 3 we're in with Ashland in front 2-0, and Grace Clark coming right at you on the screen. Faith Spurlock, back corner, puts it down. Nice attack there by Spurlock to pick up the point and side out for Raceland. Watching along with us on Cool TV and have not done so yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like what you're seeing. Hit that little bell every time we post new material. You get that alert. Several volleyball games coming up for Raceland in the near future, as well as East and West Carter and Lewis counties. And then East and West Carter in soccer action. Pittman with a big swing. A nice save on the far sideline by Mackey. Free ball by Spurlock. Here's Chaffins. Cross-court attack to the rafters. And then Mackey and Haddix get tangled up there of who's going to take it. Neither do. It falls in for the point. And it's side out Ashland. Here comes Robinson and Fannin back on, as Sperry and Pittman will step off. And Laney Fannin will go to the service line. 17-9 here in set 3. Haddix comes near side off to Holbrook. Holbrook blocked at the net, but it's out of bounds, and she'll pick up the point. Big swing there by Shaylee Holbrook. That'll side it out and give it back to the Rams. Allison Rigsby in her first action just did the service work for the Rams. And then on a free ball by Grace Clark from the back corner, tumbles it in for the point. It's been that kind of night for Ashland. She was in the back corner about as deep as you can get and just lofted it up to try to get it across, and she found a soft spot in the Raceland defense, and it tumbled down for an 8-point lead. Here's Savannah Bachway back on. She'll check up at that front row as it goes 1-2-3 with Chaffins, Robinson, and Bachway. Mackey on a free ball. Rogers back row. Kaya Robinson with a big swing and a dart for the point. As Kaya Robinson rises up yet again and makes it a 9-point edge. I've got Robinson unofficially with 12 kills in this match. (12 out of 14 on attacks. And here's a service ace as that one got on top of Braden. So credit the service ace to Rogers. That makes it a 10-point lead. Addix goes diving into her bench. Great save there to keep this one alive. And they'll get Clark on a lift. And she was trying to set up Chaffins on the near side pin. So now Faith Spurlock back for the service for the Rams, down by 9. High arcing serve, back row. Clark up front. Off to Robinson. Robinson goes airborne and drives it through for the point. They got Reed in the net. No, Brown Morris in the net. So Robinson doesn't get credit for the point, but either way, Ashland does. It's a 10-point lead, and it's 4 points from taking a straight set win. Here's Isabella Hill for the service for Ashland, her first action tonight. Gracie Reed up front, blocked at the net. Nice save there by Reagan Mackey, and then Cody Haddix fires it across on 2 to the back corner for the point. Side out for Raceland. Shaylee Holbrook back for the service work. Down by 9 here in set 3. And she picks up an ace. That one got on the fingertips of Rogers, and she just simply couldn't control it. Rogers with a save up front. Joust at the net. Raceland asking for a lift. They'll say the Rams got in the net. So the point goes back to Ashland as they'll serve 22-13. And see who's going to come on for the service work. So another error on the Rams. Makes it 23-13. Again, another player that's not on the roster, so I have no idea who this is serving. Here's Reed near side. Cross-court attack out of bounds. And it's match point. So match point coming up for the Volley Cats. Clark takes it off to the far side, right down the middle. A block and a diving save by Mackey at the net. And then Braden tries to control it off to the near sideline. She can't do so. And that's your match. Ashland wins 25-13 in set 3, and they win the match 3-0. Post-game show when we return after this on Cool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road Greenup has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Ashland in straight sets win it over Raceland 3-0 as they pick up win number 6 on the season on the homecoming for their new head coach, Jason Clark. Ashland won set 1 25-7, set 2 25-19, set 3 25-13. They were down by 4 in set 2 and flipped it around with a 6-0 run and never looked back as they win this one in dominating fashion here tonight. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at the statistics as we continue our coverage here in the postgame show on Cool TV.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Back here in postgame, Ashland wins it 3-0. Take a look at some quick numbers. Unofficially, Kai Robinson leads away with 12 kills. Ashland with 7 aces in the ball game, and it was Carly Sperry that really sparked things there in that first set when Ashland ran away with it and put this one out of reach very early. They got some big swings on the front of the net. Olivia Wiley was up there, really got things rolling there in that first set as well. Olivia Hutchison did a great job, but Ashland was pretty much dominant in all facets of the ball game tonight. Faith Spurlock leads the way with the Rams, 5 kills. Shaylee Holbrook, Skylar Brown Morris, each with 4. Rams really struggled staying in system, and that was something that allowed Ashland to keep things moving in the direction they wanted it to go. A big hat tip to my crew tonight, my 3 students, Taylor Heath, Savannah Maxon, and Skylar Gallion, their first ever broadcast that they've worked in live production. I just got them in class last Thursday, and they were eager to come out and work with us tonight, and I can't say enough about the job that they did. My producer tonight was Travis Otworth. He did a phenomenal job on his first production of being the guy that's controlling everything. And then Felicia Carter is our executive producer, taking care of everything. Again, hit our website, cohets1057.com, for all the broadcast schedules coming up, statistics from high school soccer, volleyball, and football. And keep looking for all those different videos that Ben Spicer's out there putting. And, of course, our high school banter that Ben, Spencer, Hutchison, and myself, we do each and every week. That's it for us here tonight. Again, Ashland wins at 3-9. It'll move the Volley Cats to 6-0 in the season. Raceland suffers their first loss. They fall to 3-1. For Felicia Collier, Travis Otworth, Taylor Heath, Savannah Maxson, and Skylar Gallion, I'm James Collier saying good night, and thanks for tuning in here on Cool TV.
Thank you for watching Kentucky High School Volleyball on Cool TV. This broadcast of Kentucky High School Volleyball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Hit Sports Network and Cool TV.